Oh, ahoy. Okay. Weirdest intro so far. So I'm gonna do the live vlog standing today. Let me check nobody's in the house. Yeah, house is empty. Let's get into my room. Alright. Yeah, today I'm not gonna sit down. I wanna like move around or fix stuff. I don't know why. Maybe because I ate a little bit ago. Still have some energy. So a few things I wanna touch upon. What? I think whenever I say what in that manner, it means I said something I'm not sure if it could be said in English. Anyway, by the way, look at this. I made this cool contraption here. I got some storage here, and I can screw it here. Yeah. Anyway, a few things. I just forgot about it. Okay, stress eating, mental health. Stress eating, mental health. Let's start with stress eating. Okay, I've noticed. I'm almost never satisfied when I eat. I don't know if that's because I'm not eating super clean. Like I'm not eating very nutritious food lately. I've been eating kind of random, not that much beef. Still on the carnivore diet. I've noticed I've not eaten much beef patties, and I've just bought a batch, and I didn't even realize, but I did have a lot of patties in the freezer. I didn't remember to freeze them. So I've been eating kind of meh this whole time. A lot of dairy, a lot of kebab, a lot of random dairy product foods and pork and chicken, and not really the best, like most nutritious food. And I've noticed I've eaten way more than I should have. I actually want to weigh myself, but I've not eaten the cleanest food. Still carnivore, but not the cleanest. I've also been kind of slacking off on the carnivore thing because I've allowed myself to eat like some more like spices and shit. But that's not the worst thing. And that's one thing. Mental health. I want to get over that as well. Another update is that I did give my curriculum to McDonald's. It sounds so funny to say out loud, but the situation is that I don't know if I ever even told you that, but I am I kind of wanna take a leap from making beef jerky at home to making it like officially. And in order to make it officially, I have to get approvals, and in order to get approvals, I have to have a lab. So basically, what's separating me between having an official beef jerky business and not having it is having a lab. In order to have a laboratory where I can essentially produce the jerky, I have to buy it. I have to have a place I can, do my stuff in. And that's the big problem. I don't have a place like that. I will have to buy like a small room and renew it because you have to have specific walls, specific floors, specific tiles up to a certain height, specific gear, all that shit. So there is a big investment to take. I dropped school, I dropped uni, and now I'm looking for a job to start making some cash so I can actually build my dream. And from a side, I actually love this thing because I feel like I'm not. It feels like I am more. I'm holding my life. It feels like I'm living, okay, a little bit more. At the moment, I'm not working, so it's not a fair comparison. I will not say that I'm fully simulating life. I mean, I'm living. I guess it's not the real deal. But I like the idea of not having to go to uni and do something I don't like to get a job I don't even know if I want to do, and it's starting to make sense. Everything is kind of falling in place, I guess, compared to a few years ago. I made videos on this channel a few years ago, and I was way more confused and anxious. I still am anxious, and that brings me to the other point, which is mental health. So mental health, fact, very fact. Again, I think I was stress eating, and let's touch on that a little bit more now. So when I say stress eating, I mean like eating out of like boredom and pleasure. Um, you know, I don't know, man. Sometimes I skip meals because I'm busy and I'm focused on something which I love. And then when it's time to eat, I let my guard off and I'm like, okay, now it's time to eat, relax, and I eat. I watch a video, and after I'm done eating, I usually am not satisfied, so I reach for something else, and it is usually some dairy product like cheese or yogurt or you know fucking ham, dried ham. Am I beef jerky when I can. I usually like a couple of nights a week I grab a pack of my product and I eat it. It's actually pretty fucking good. So love that. Other than that, yeah. I'm kind of I'm never satisfied. I wanna eat and eat and eat and I don't stop eating until I mean it's not that deep. It's not that bad actually. It's not as bad as I seem to describe it, but yeah, basically I sometimes I eat more. Like for example, today I ate some. I mean, I didn't eat anything, uh, you know, substantial. I guess at dinner I ate like what did I eat? Yeah, no, I ate a piece of chicken and bacon, and was like a leftover, and then I ate 5 eggs, some cheese. I made a carnivore bread in the oven, 5 eggs, cheese, and some butter. And after that, I was still hungry, and I ate a bunch of cheese and a cup of yogurt. And every time, man, it's like I know I don't need this much food, man. I know it. Tomorrow, I think I will try and be busy the whole morning and not eat at lunch because at dinner I go to the all-you-can-eat restaurant. I'm gonna fucking destroy myself there, and I have no guilt about that. I absolutely don't. When I spend my 30 euros, I wanna get the most out of it, and the food there is pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. So and it's carnivore as well, mostly. So let's go. Other than that, yeah, mental health. Um, I don't know, man. I just don't feel good. I just don't feel the best. To be honest, I have no fucking clue why and what else. I'm working out, but a little bit less frequently than usual, and I don't like that. I don't feel as strong as usual. I'm just not myself anymore, and I'm just not the one I used to feel. Maybe because I've got more things going on right now. I've got different priorities, different plans, different, habits and shit. But yeah, I don't know, man. So other than McDonald's, which was a part-time job, I also got in contact with a job agency, and they're probably gonna send out my CV to like a CNC machine position. So I would be like operating that, which could be cool for like 3 months or something like that. And yeah. I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't feel the best right now. I don't know, man. Ugh. I want wanted to boot this video up because I was feeling kind of down and sad, and yeah. Let me see if I got some interesting thing to talk about. Today I did barely nothing. I woke up pretty late. I'm having this issue, so I go to sleep pretty late, and I wake up pretty early. And when I do, I kind of wake up and I'm like, I could get up right now, but I just feel like I just didn't sleep enough. So I'm like, okay, let's go back to sleep, and I sleep. I wait an hour and I fall back asleep, and I wake up pretty late, like 12, and yeah, that fucks everything because it's late and I've almost like immediately have to have lunch. My patterns are all over the place. I don't have a specific sleep pattern, eating pattern. I don't work out consistently. It's so fucking fucked, man. My social life is meh. I mean, I got friends, that's cool, but still no females, which I am, pursuing right now. So I think that's also, I think whenever you have a girl you're pursuing, or there is something going on, kind of keeps you in track. Okay, that at least happened to me, maybe, but I don't know, it just gives you that kind of responsibility, I think. And yeah, I just don't have any of that right now. So, and it's been a consistent problem. This is not the first time it happens. I mean, it's been like this for a few years now, for a small exception, which didn't really, it wasn't really that much of a thing anyway. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe that's something. I'm pretty sure that's not the full like problem right now. I mean, still, I mean, honestly, it's a big part of it. Not having someone to share like feelings with, and that a relationship is always fucking good. There is no denying that. In that, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Oh, it's good being single, and like change has to come from you, and all these fucking catchphrases. I don't give a fuck, man. The only few times I've been in a semi relationship, not ever really been in a relationship like a full-on one where I was like committed, but whenever I've been pursuing someone, is that even a word, pursuing someone? You get what I'm talking about. Whenever that happened, my life was absolutely was what's an adjective? Yeah, anyway, yeah, it was absolutely better. No denying that, no doubt about it. There wasn't a time. I mean, hold on. It can ruin your like it can fuck your life up. Don't get me wrong. If you go, for example, through a breakup, which I've not been going through, fortunately. But yeah, you can leave a worse time due to a girl. But while everything is going well, I guess it's sort of a net positive, and yeah, mental health, and I mean everything, every aspect tied to it. So literally everything gets better. Your work, your workouts, your habits, your the fuck is that? There is a mosquito over here, and everything gets better. And yeah, so I don't have that. That's one thing for sure. Then what do we have? I mean, to be fair, I'm also undergoing, like, I'm also like, I'm also working on things that are way bigger than me, like the website, the database, the applications that make my my business alive. They're hard to maintain. I mean, not hard to maintain, but they just take a lot of RAM, like mental RAM. Not. I mean, also computer RAM, but I mean, they take a lot of space in your brain. Even if you don't actively work on it, there is always that thought back in your head that there is that thing, and there is that thing to fix, and there is that thing you have to make, and there is that thing. And sometimes, man, it's just I don't know. it feels like you're busy even if you're not, busy actually, and you're not working on that. It still feels like you are. Um, and I mean, to be fair, I honestly give it for granted, and many people around me give it for granted. But I think at least that doing what I'm doing right now with the website and all the other self-hosted applications and the interactions between them, I really with the applications, with the scanner, I really believe that is a pretty impressive feat of skill, not skill because I'm using AI, but it is it's a pretty big thing. Okay, not many people could do. um I've added that to my CV actually. I added the fact that I am good at automating and making web apps. Even though I don't know how to code, I can vibe code, and that's I guess that's still something. Other than that, um yeah, what else can I say? Today I wanted to talk about what's going on because I wasn't feeling very well, and I went over mental health, eating disorders, I guess, and let me think of something. Today I planned to, you know, I feel like I lack a specific plan for the day, like day by day. I don't have a clear plan. I have to do's and I try to complete them, but I feel like I'm completing them so slowly. Maybe because I underestimate the time it takes to do what to do, but still, man, I don't know. I wanted to cut the meat today. Hold on, to cut meat for beef jerky. I wanted to use the slicer over there, and yeah, I didn't do it at the end of the day. I was doing other things, and right now I fixed a pretty big issue that was with my website. Okay, this is something I want to talk about. It's pretty crazy shit. So there is this guy, a guy I knew on Discord through the Dragon Launcher community, and we were like talking, and I was like, okay, bro, hack my website, because he's a pretty technical guy. He's quite skilled in that department. So I was like, hack my website. Basically, I asked him to penetrate my website and try to, find weaknesses. And man, I'm glad I did. And thanks to fucking him, because I didn't realize. So this is how my website is made. A website is simply a folder which contains files. It contains HTML, it contains JavaScript, so the logic behind it. It contains CSS, so the style of the website, which is tied to HTML. It also contains the backend, which is made in JavaScript, I think. Essentially, the setup I have right now is that I modify the files on my PC, and then I push it on GitHub, and then from GitHub, the server, which is over there, is like a laptop, pulls the repository which I pushed from my PC. So it basically pulls the whole folder with all the files in it, and it deploys it on that server, on the laptop. And in order to do that, I use a Docker Compose, Docker Compose, which contains I don't really know how it works. I know that there is a file called dockercompose.yaml, which contains stuff you need to like make the website work. The backend, the logic behind it. And what happened is that I didn't block the access to that file. And here is the problem. That Docker Compose file, which is needed to make the website run, like the dynamic part run, it was publicly available. So the way a website works, again, it is a folder. A website is just a folder hosted somewhere, a laptop, a data center. And when you want to navigate the folder, you can do it in the URL. So you can type the domain / a folder, okay? And when you type /folder, you actually enter that folder. So you can type a path of a specific file in the project, in the folder, the website, and it will open that file. So let's say you have a text file in the folder that the website is hosting. You can open the text file with the text on it. And this YAML file, which contains essentially all my environment variables, all my secrets, all my token, all my keys for services like Greece, the database, my Stripe account, so basically my bank account, it was all fucking public, man. And I now, as soon as I realized that I blocked everything, I scraped everything off the internet, and I blocked the access to it. But I had this pretty big vulnerability. This was a file on my folders, and you could access it just by typing the path, the relative path of the folder, of the file. And so I had my Greece table, so basically my database API key, my Stripe, so like the payment processing API keys, so you could access basically my Stripe account. Then what else? Then something about my emails, like the resend API key. So I had it exposed, and my friend basically accessed my Stripe account. Yeah. Now that is sorted, hopefully, I made a public directory which contains only the publishable stuff. Because I was hosting the front end on Cloudflare, so I was basically showing everything. Anyway, now there is only the things that are showing, and I also blocked it manually with Cloudflare. You cannot access it, completely blocked. It is not showing because it is not uploaded, but either way you try to do it, it's not gonna work, so I fixed that. And yeah, that's pretty significant. Luckily I found out early. Hopefully there is no other exploit. I really think, I don't know, I should have someone test this, but I mean, I'm too small yet. So next steps for my beef jerky business is gonna be I'm gonna have to reach out to gyms and other I guess places that will be selling my product, and I want to reach out to them, give them a sample of my product, and ask them, I am making this product. When I'm actually official, would you be a buyer, I guess? Would you buy my product and sell it to the gym? And how much would you buy? So I can start, I guess, allocating like jerky to companies and B2B directly, because that's, I guess, the best way, the easiest way to reach the quota, which will be about 50 kilograms of beef jerky to break even. If I want to profit like 1,000 per month, I will need to sell something like 90 or 80 kilograms of beef jerky per month. And yeah, I mean, it's hard to sell 80 kilograms of beef jerky to individuals. I mean, friends are gonna buy that, sure, but that's not gonna be enough. So I have to, reach out to these people. It's probably the best bet I have. So that's the thing. I've gotta reach out. I've gotta make jerky. I'm still experimenting. At the end of the day, the product is not fully ready. I have to, I guess, think of how I wanna deliver the samples to the companies. I don't know if I wanna wait to have a proper package, a proper branding, or I can just send them what I have now. I don't know, to be honest. I wanna seem professional, but also at the same time I don't wanna wait too much time. And yeah, maybe I'll send them what I have now. Also, I'm not producing the soft beef jerky. I'm producing the crystal meat. I'm not making beef jerky like the classical one, and I also want to make that. I think it's more common. To be honest though, I don't know if I actually want to make it, because I don't know. I feel like I can make the crystal meat with a cheaper cut of meat compared to the other one. I still need to think about it though, because I think it still has a future. I gotta experiment about it. Yeah, what? Yeah, I still gotta experiment with it. To be fair, the chips, the crystal meats are way more snacky and almost a bit more satisfying, I guess. Also way more protein packed, but we'll see. For now, that's the situation. I don't know what time it is. It's probably pretty late, so I may as well shut everything off. And every day, bro, I wake up, I try and tidy my room, and I end up like having still having a mess. I don't know what's going on, man. To be honest, it's kind of annoying. But yeah, that's what's happening. I wanna change my bed sheets. I've got so much shit around my room. I don't know what it fucking. I'm messy, man. I'm fucking messy. That's Ronaldo, but you know, I remember my grandma telling me like you can't judge a person's state of living, I guess, state of mind by the way his room is like tidy. You know, that makes sense. If your room is fucking messed up, you're also probably messed up in your head. And the more I grow, the more I think that's accurate. I still have some. I still don't fully agree with that because it could be simply that a person is super like healthy, but simply doesn't have time to tidy his room, and the entropy makes it so that, you know, it just gets messier. But overall, I think most cases it applies. Not all cases, but most cases it does. And I'm in one of those cases right now. So hopefully tomorrow I will wake up, tidy my room, do my due diligence on the. I would probably cut the meat. I don't know. Tidy the database. I made a pretty good on the database. I made a pretty good cost evaluation table. It's actually pretty fucking sick. But that's about it. I still need to factor in the time needed to do everything and blah blah blah. Yeah. I guess close the video here. Yes, I think I'll close the video here. So thank you for watching, man. I really hope you are in a nicer place right now. Maybe the work you've done a couple of months after this video, because I'm pretty sure you would work our job is gonna like help you out. One last thing I'll mention is that like at this moment in time I'd prefer working at McDonald's than working at a CNC machine, because at least in McDonald's I can, I don't know, see people and interact with you know, people. On the CNC machine, man, I don't know if I will be able to do that. I mean, I still can go out in Saturdays and Sundays with my friends. That's my interaction, I guess. But you know, I've never had a job where I've, you know, interacted with people a lot. So I would not mind a contract with McDonald's, simply because I don't know, there seem to be quite a few people that not my age, maybe a little bit older, but you know, still better than a CNC machine operator, maybe. But anyway, even if I get the CNC machine operator thing, it means I'll have the weekends free, because I think with McDonald's I will not have them free, so I would be tied to that job in the weekends. I will not go out, and in the weekdays I would not meet anyone either way. So it's probably better if I do the CNC machine thing, because at least I spend the weekday working and making money, and the weekends I maybe interact with people. I don't know, man. That's my thought. Either way is fine. With the CNC machine job, I'd surely make more money, and that's not bad. So we got at least a couple thousand euros maybe I'll put aside. Still a long way to go. That's not gonna be enough, but I guess yeah, that's about it. Smash.